welcome to Luxwise.
I am Cammie,
And I'm Leisha.
and today we're going to be talking about some lovely tanning products for you. A couple days ago, I put up a post about some warm weather outfit essentials, which were really bright, fun lipstick, and a good tan. And obviously, I'm not as tan as Leisha is, just because our skin tones are a little bit different, but we have been using similar products. So what we're going to do is just kind of walk you through the different steps that we take to apply our self-tanner and things that have worked really well and some things that have been a big flop.
In the past, I've used a couple different types, and actually just recently I've been using it's almost like a gel type of jelly texture, I guess. It's also L'Oreal, which I actually really like it. I just feel like it doesn't last very long. You have to do it like every day if you want to maintain it, and it just was kind of getting annoying.
So we have found that we really like to use tanning mousses. You press the pump and it pumps out just like a hair mousse would. The consistency of it is very light and airy like any other mousse would be, so it makes it very easy to just blend out. And the amazing thing about it is that it dries so fast.
Yes.
Which some of you might think, oh my goodness, if it dries fast, is it going to leave streaks? No, you can actually...
I feel like when you use this one, you can see where you applied it.
Yeah,
And I really like that. The one that I was just recently using, the gel, one took forever to dry, which I did not like that. I would just be like standing in the bathroom, like waving my arms, trying to get it to dry quicker. But it also, like, I mean, you would just have to feel where you put it. You couldn't see it. This actually has a little bit tint of a color, so you can see where you've already applied it.
There might be different things that work for you, but in general, this is what's going to give you the best looking color if you follow the steps that we've watched other people do, the things that we've tried that have failed, and all that jazz. So first things first, exfoliate your skin. Make sure that you shave if you're going to do your legs. So shave, exfoliate, and then once you get out of the shower, you're basically going to moisturize, and it's almost like you're doing the same thing twice. You're putting your lotion on, and then you're putting your tanner on just like you would put your lotion on.
I feel like I always thought I need the tanner to go directly onto my skin, have nothing in between, but really moisturizing is actually going to help it.
It blends out better, it helps your skin to be smoother so that it'll blend out better, and it helps the tan to absorb in the right places, because if you have dry spots, like some people kind of have little dry eczema patches, I do every now and again on the inside of my elbows. And if I don't moisturize really well, it looks like a dark medallion in the middle of my arm. Or your elbows, kneecaps, the bends of your foot. So to apply, we have found that foam tends to be the best source of application.
Especially for a foam tanner.
Okay, so this little guy, it's like a little mini mitt that goes on 2 fingers, and I use it for my face. And I'll just do like half of a pump onto the mitt, and then I will rub it onto my face just like I'm contouring my face with bronzer. So I'll follow that E or that 3 shape around my hairline and then into the hollow of my cheekbone, and then down underneath my jawline and kind of blend it down my neck and then back in towards the middle of my face. And the stuff blends out just like you're putting on a foundation. It blends out really easily. Same process for your body. Here's the larger foam mitt, which these things are only like $4,
Yeah.
$6.
Something like that.
And if you take care of it, it'll last for a long time. For my arms, I do 1 whole pump and I just rub it in like I'm rubbing on lotion. Make sure you're a really well-lit area, and sometimes if I'm not paying attention, I'll have like a line down the back of my arm. So really make sure that you rub it in. I think generally I rub it in like a lotion, and then I just kind of go back and smooth it down like in long strokes to make sure it's even. And I do the same thing on my legs. Okay, obviously if you're doing this when you get out of the shower, you're not going to have any articles of clothing on. So go past where your normal tan line would be. Because if you put your bathing suit on and then you have like weird splotches around your tan, like your normal bikini line or bathing suit line or whatever, it looks a little bit funny. So I've started actually going past my tan lines, and it looks totally fine.
I actually, probably a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was watching YouTube videos. This girl was applying her tanner with these paintbrushes. But it's just the foam, again, pretty much the same material. It does take a little bit longer because it's not as big of an area, but I would just do the same thing, just pump, one pump on there. I kind of like spread it out a little bit throughout my whole arm and then go back and just paint it back on. When I use a different type of tanner, like the gel that I was using, I wasn't using these brushes because I feel like the gel would soak into the foam a lot more. Some type of a rubber glove is what I was using for the gel, and that actually worked really well with that because it didn't soak in. The first time I applied this with it, at first I was like, well, I'm just going to use that. It's been working really good with the gel, so I tried it with my rubber gloves. It didn't spread very well, I guess. Like we said, the foam with the mousse is going to be your best combination.
And you don't have to have this little mini mitt for your face. I just got it like a couple weeks ago to start using it on my face, and otherwise I was still using the mitt and it's fine. The foam is kind of like a beauty blender for self-tanner.
Yeah, you could probably even use a beauty blender if you have an extra beauty blender.
Dude,
use that for your face.
you could totally just stipple it.
Never even thought about that. And if you are a little hesitant or scared to do anything with your face, you can always get a darker foundation. I mean, when you don't have any makeup on, yes, your face is going to be a little bit lighter. But if you're scared to put anything like that on your face, then don't do it. And just use a darker foundation or more bronzer or whatever to match up your face with your neck and your back.
This is what it looks like when you drop water on your tan right after you put it on. Okay, so you can either let it dry like that, or I found a brilliant trick. So you've already put your moisturizer on, right? And then a little bit of water gets on, and your tan, when you read on the bottle, it says it'll dry after literally a minute so you can put your clothes on, but the color is still developing over the next 4 hours. So you cannot swim, you cannot take a shower, or it will just wash it straight off, okay? So I got a little bit of lotion and went back to the area where I dropped the water and just rubbed it out because the color is still spreadable. It's still kind of malleable. You can kind of do one of two things. If it's a small spot, you can go right back with lotion and just kind of work the color back in with your fingertip. I also had a long run all the way down my leg. So before I did the moisturizer trick, I took like a half a pump and just ran the color all the way down the streak and then went back in and blended it in as best I could. I took the moisturizer and blended it back in. So if you do happen to get it wet, it's not like oh no, I'm gonna look like I've got crazy skin pigmentation issues. You can straighten it out pretty easily. Last thing I would say is make sure that you clean your brushes and your mitts right after you use them, because if you don't, it will stain. And it'll actually cause little soft, like foamy particles to like stick together and get kind of itchy. But I use this bar soap, and it comes in liquid soap too. It's Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. I just get the bar wet and then rub it on there. Like actually rub the brush or the foam mitt on there, and then wash it all out. You can just pump hand soap onto it with warm water, massage it in, and then I kind of like work the color out like that, just like you're cleaning out a brush. I hope that helps some of you understand a little bit better the process of how to do self-tanner so that you're not afraid. It really, I mean, this mousse stuff is crazy easy.